What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be trying to install the shiny new valve covers on Snake Oil, the truck you see behind me. So the reason why we're changing the valve covers is because sometimes on a startup, this truck wants to smoke. And so I called a couple of people, mechanic friends of mine, and they said that's a known issue on these 6.0 LSs, that they tend to get a little blow by, or there's something in the valve cover, there's a new update, and it fixes it. So we're gonna try a valve cover, and I also bought a catch can that we're gonna try. If I have time, I'll try to install that. I've only watched a YouTube video on how to do this, so this is just more for entertainment for y'all. This is not a how-to video by any means. It's just gonna be watching me struggle. All right, so I've got through 4 minutes and 19 seconds of this Car Wizards video on how to replace these. He hasn't even taken the valve covers off, but man, I'm an expert now. I've already watched this. 4 minutes into this 16-minute video, you can do anything if you watch YouTube, promise you. Easy, I'm about to start. All right, I got everything laid out, my 2 new valve covers. I actually have these seals, which this came with new seals, but I've already got some blue seals. I don't know, I'm gonna use these. I was gonna reuse the factory ones if we had factory ones, but these aren't factory. So yeah, all these new parts and pieces go on here. I'm gonna try to assemble this. Reinstallation is next. Pretty easy, you just unbolt a couple things, take off a couple plug wires, and you got valve covers taken off. Not hard. So I'm gonna put these together and reinstall. I'm glad I was checking my gaskets. I was just double checking to make sure everything was good. There wasn't anything wrong with them. And let me see. Look. Right there. It was broke. Can't really tell, but it's broke. So anyways, I'm gonna use the factory gaskets, the gaskets that came with it now. What do you think about that shiny valve cover, Russell?
I gotta yell. You did a good job, buddy. You put the bolts in. You're not facing us good. Get that camera in the right spot.
Way up here. That side looks good.
It's got a bunch of fingerprints on it.
I don't give a dang. It's about to be covered up with all that junk.
You should wipe them off.
Somebody with blue rims.
Huh.
Blue
They
truck.
blew by.
Blue rim.
God dang dad jokes coming through.
Russell is the king of dad jokes, the corniest jokes in the world. This man.
I just blew your mind.
He has them just all the time, just always constantly spitting them out.
Dad rhyme slayer.
He's a something. All right, I'm gonna do this other valve cover since I've got it off. Russell's here, sitting here moral supporting me. He's checking it out, making sure I don't screw nothing up.
I haven't even looked at anything you've done, buddy.
I probably screwed something up.
Nah, well, if you screwed it up,
We'll know about it.
you get to fix it. That's what working on cars is all about.
All right.
That's what learning's all about.
Well, I'm getting it done.
I mean, I don't know how you could screw that up.
I don't either. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Just putting some, it's really just taking a couple bolts out and
Yeah, man.
we'll just
a little righty-tighty and lefty-loosey and you got it whipped.
yeah, but I get confused at that righty-tighty, lefty-loosey crap, so I probably mess some up. All right, I'm gonna try not to get confused. I'm gonna do this other side. Man, it's another beautiful day here at the Journey HQ, and I'm gonna finish up on these valve cover replacements and this catch can from yesterday. I was just kind of piddling around, trying to figure that out, and I figured it out last night how they go. Instructions were horrible. But we're gonna get back at it and we're gonna start installing the catch can. Russell is up here. Russell, what you doing?
Fixing things.
Are you don't you love fixing things? When you work on a project and you have to reinstall it and install it and then reinstall it, take it off, figure out what's wrong, do this, do that. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's the best part of the whole gig, really.
It makes me excited.
I mean, these bolt-on parts just fit so good.
We are being sarcastic because we have installed, so we went and installed a 6-inch flip kit on this truck. Y'all will see that video, but there's just like a part that's just a little bit too short, and Russell's having to weld it up and fix it, make it the right height. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, buddy.
So yesterday we were headed to go pick up my truck from the Palestine Tire Center, and Russell gassed on it and it made a loud noise, and I was,
pop!
and what did I do?
It's something to do with something, is what you said. Something, yeah, obviously.
And he just started cracking up.
It kills me. You kill me, buddy. You kill me.
Well, the reason I said that is because we couldn't figure out. We heard the noise once before, and we couldn't figure it out what it was. So when I heard it again, it just popped in my brain. It's something to do with something. So real obvious there. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to work on this.
That needs to be on your shirt. What's wrong with it, Chase?
Something to do with something.
Something to do with something.
Something to do with something, man.
Got a doggone something.
What'd
to do
you
with
add?
something.
You were looking for the. You were looking for the damn little deal to get the cap off.
Oh yeah.
And I said it's somewhere.
Yeah.
I've seen it somewhere.
That's
somewhere
the,
in the
like
shop.
It's a genuine answer.
It is,
Like, you
'cause I
give
don't know
the
where.
genuine answer.
I don't.
I'll be like, I don't know. Chase will be like, it's somewhere. Yeah, no shit. Somewhere could be on the street out there.
It could be. I'm just telling you, I know it's somewhere. And
What if it's nowhere?
Well, then it's lost, and it's gone.
Lost has got to be somewhere.
Well, we don't know where that somewhere is.
You lost your keys one time,
I've lost everything.
but the somewhere was the trash can.
It was the trash can. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. So yesterday there was 0 instructions with these valve covers, and so I was trying to figure out how to install this coil pack onto this valve cover, and I was like, this isn't going to fit. It's not lining up. I don't understand. So what you have to do is I went and looked at Holley's website, and they sell these exact covers, it looks like, or their version of this. And what you do is they have way better instructions. So if you buy the Holley valve covers, your instructions are going to be great. But anyways, you have to take each coil off and you bolt it directly to this valve cover right here. And so it gives it a clean look. I'm not going to go through the hassle of cleaning up my wires just yet. I'm just trying to get this installed, but I'm going to finish this side now. We got both sides almost done.
Chase a regular old mechanic these days.
I'm not a dang mechanic. This is about the easiest thing you could do, I think. But now I got to install that catch can, which I have no clue. I'm gonna watch a couple videos. I watched a 16-minute YouTube video on how to install these valve covers. I only got 4 minutes into it, and I had it. YouTube certified mechanic right here.
Well, I got one of these brackets done on Crusty. Now I got to do the other one. Let me show you. Just added like less than a 1/4 inch of material to the top side of it here. And they fit much tighter now. So no more axle wrap. Let me show you underneath here. That little bracket goes right there. And then no fitty good.
Now I'm on the task of installing the catch can before I finish everything else up, like putting all the plug wires back on. But these coil packs look good on the valve covers right now, but the catch can, it's giving us a fit because this is your bracket that attaches to the catch can. There's no way, it's very hard to get to your bolts and screws and stuff. We've had this air box that fit on Crusty. This is pieces to the air box, but I just cut this out and I'm creating a bracket. Basically what we're gonna do is take this and we'll attach this piece, but we're gonna bend it to where it raises this off the firewall. So there's some mounting tabs that we can screw to on each side. Basically that's what we're doing, I'll show you. Look at that, it's done. Yeah, I didn't record because this was giving me hell trying to figure out how to do this. So Russell, he held my hand as we made this bracket.
He did it though.
Yeah, and it was just, yeah, we got it. Got a little bracket.
And we were having problems mounting this thing, and
Now we
he
don't.
figured it out.
We got it. We got this. What you doing today, Russell?
Singing the blues? No, Today, fighting issues on Crusty. I say issues. I've been denying myself the facts, honestly, buddy.
Yeah.
We've been having a gas gauge issue. The gas gauge was just erratic all over the place. Didn't want to admit that it could have been a brand new part. So I ohmed out the fuel sending unit, which we replaced brand new, and it's bad.
We got a new one this morning, and you're gonna install it.
I'm gonna put it in.
Heck yeah.
And try to get this truck going. We do have it sold, and this is really the only issue on it. So I'm gonna put the fuel sending unit in, see if that fixes the problem. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that fixes the problem.
It's gonna fix the problem.
Yeah. What do you
Have confidence. I'm going to, speaking of having confidence, I've got to go over here and do something I've never done before. Well, I did it. Yeah, look, we got these new shiny valve covers installed. I did that.
You tell us.
We took it to lunch. Everything was good. And Russell was like, I smell oil burning. And we've got a pretty major leak on our valve cover over here on the passenger side. And so I'm going to attempt to try to figure out why it's leaking. I gotta fix it, gotta figure out what's wrong with it. We kinda know where it's at. So that's what we're gonna do today. Russell's gonna get the sending unit put in. I'm gonna get this valve cover from leaking. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's do it. What's that?
This is the fuel sending unit. I mean, everything looks normal.
Yeah, just could be something jacked up from the factory.
Yeah, just
I mean, that happens.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I think I found where this leak's at. I'm pretty sure. So I've had to crawl up in here. You can see right there on the firewall, there's some oil splattering. That's directly underneath where the puddle's at. I think we need to crank it up and just see. Did you get back up in there like that when we cranked it yesterday?
No, buddy.
Well, let me get up in there and crank it. You crank it. I'll look. Okay. Trying to find this oil leak.
See anything?
No.
That might come from RPMs too.
Yeah. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit.
I'm not gonna rev it up too much. Still got oil pressure. We'll get back and see what we find out.
All right, so after a little Googling and I called one of our good buddies, Dave McClendon, he told me that I think our problem is, here's what he told me, is I had this catch can installed. So I Googled and it said something about your PCV valve not being hooked up or plugged and yada, yada, yada. So it got me to thinking, okay, I changed this catch can as well. So called him, showed him how I had it hooked up. I've got, on top of the intake, I have it plugged off. Driver's side valve cover, I've got it routed all the way over into the catch can. It says in. And then I had the out plugged in to the passenger side valve cover. And so he told me that it's gonna be still pressured up. It could be causing pressure on this valve cover to cause them to leak. So he said, unplug that, you know, put something in here to see if it, because I don't think anything's gonna come out of here yet, but he said, get a filter for this. But now I can test it. I'm gonna drive around. I got all my firewall cleaned up and I used some brake clean, just cleaned up around here to try to get all of the excess oil off of it. So I'm gonna go drive around right now and see if that fixes the problem. If not, then I've got to take the valve cover off. It's a lot more work, but let's try this. Russell, you already found your problem too, right?
I did, and I also found a way to maybe save us $1 on our next build.
Russell ohmed this out and he figured out that the new one is actually bad. It's not reading correctly, and the new one
is reading correctly. I tested this one before I even put it in there, and I compared the two side by side. This one at full is reading around 90 ohms, which it is supposed to, and this one is reading like 180 ohms. So there's the problem.
Cool, we got that fixed. Now, hopefully I get to go fix snake oil.
So Chase is out on a test drive, driving snake oil around to see if he can get the oil leak to do its thing, whatever. He changed a couple of things. I'm impatient. I've got this sending unit in this gas tank, and we're gonna see how the struggle is doing it all by myself. The struggle is real. We don't have a lift, and I've done so many things by myself. I feel confident I can do this. It'd be easier with two people. I could be patient and wait, but I think I can do it by myself, so here we go, come on. I almost screwed up. I stuck this in the filler neck, and the vent hose has one also to keep debris out of the gas tank. And I almost hooked it up with that sucker in the hose. That'd have been a crap show. That sucker's in there. Before I bolt it in permanently, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up a couple of wires and hook up my fuel lines so I can test this fuel gauge. I need to reconnect my battery after I do that. But I just wanna test this fuel gauge before I put everything back together and make sure it all works. So I'll be back.
Hell yeah, buddy, we got it fixed. Yeah, I think by just unplugging this outlet that I had plugged into this valve cover over here was causing it to leak.
Do you think that that outlet might be blowing by a little oil and getting on your exhaust now, and that's what you smell?
Right here? No. I just think I was just smelling it as soon as I opened the hood. But there's nothing on
there was so much.
Yeah, I sprayed everything off with some brake clean, but the firewall I cleaned off with brake clean and wiped it off, and there's no oil on it, and there's really no oil on any of these. There's a little bit on this one bolt, on this valve cover bolt.
Did you clean it well?
I might not have been able to get up in there, so that's what I'm gonna claim that to because.
Well, you can clean it now, and then we can drive it for the rest of the day.
I'll blame that on that I didn't get up in there good. So yeah, I'll drive it the rest of the day, and we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, I'm too old for all that crap. Hear my bones cracking?
Y'all call me old.
Thanks, Dave, for telling me to unplug that, and hopefully we'll see if the internet mechanics agree on TikTok. And
y'all watched me struggle put this gas tank in here. Now I've hooked everything up good enough. I haven't bolted it in. I just hooked everything up so I can test it, and we're gonna see if this fixes the fuel gauge. Ooh. We'll get to do all this together. I have not tested. I've only tested, like, ohmed out the thing and said it's working. I have not tested this yet. So this is a moment of truth. Moment of
truth. Let's crank her up.
I'm gonna just turn her on, see what it does.
Fuel. Uh-oh. We're at full. And we're still at full.
Why are we at full? Why is my fuel pump didn't come on?
Uh-oh. The real struggle.
Why didn't my
It's not one thing, it's another.
What happened? I plugged it in. I hooked the wires up, plugged it in.
Don't tell me you have to drop it out again.
Is that key on?
No, sir.
Turn the key on for me.
All right, we're gonna see. Key's on. All right, I'm gonna put this down. We're gonna try to figure this out. What we figured out, Russell?
That Russell's an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. The plug was just backwards.
But I wired the plug up.
It'll be okay. So we've got this thing out one more time.
And I didn't need to.
Yeah, we just had the plug backwards. This little, this plug was wired in backwards. That's it. That fixed it.
So now we gotta put it back in.
Is it fixing to be the moment of truth, Russell?
It's gonna be the second moment of truth because we already had the first moment of truth and we lied to everybody. Or not we, I with my mistakes,
you thought lied. You had it. You thought you had it fixed.
I felt confident. That's the problem. That's what kills my confidence is the times I do feel really confident, and then it sucks big, giant ones.
We're about to get it, and I think we're almost done.
No, I'm coming out.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
You gonna turn it on?
I mean, it ain't bolted up. Thank God.
In case we have to pull it out again.
Fudge. Fudge is what I want to say. There's your phone in case you miss it.
Yeah, I threw it in there. Please, gas gauge work.
That don't seem right. It can't be that full. At least it ain't moving all over the place.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, this gas gauge was just going up and down, up and down. Now we gotta see, because we don't think it's that full. But maybe it is that full. Okay, we think we figured it out.
So the truck's leaning like this, and the arm is over here, so that could have a lot more fuel at the backside. And it's not fluctuating, it's not going crazy.
Yeah.
I'm putting it together. I'm tired of it. UNITY. You brought it up, bro. Now it's stuck on my brain.
I was singing that song.
He's a Queen Latifah fan because he'd be hitting stuff with his purse.
That guy on TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok tore him up, y'all.
I knew I was going to get roasted. I knew I was going to get roasted. I asked the people if I did this damn catch can, right? And the guy told me that I should probably just hit it with my purse. That's pretty funny.
That's why I don't be reading the comments.
I don't give a damn about the comments. Y'all roast me.
I'm soft. Chase, like, I look tougher, but he's tougher. I'm a big old poo nanny.
All right, but anyways, I'm gonna go get my purse. Let's go to eat.
Let's go eat. I don't even have a mic. Come on.
You fix it?
Let's go ride.
All right.
We'll go check on some grass while I'm out.
All right. What kind of grass?
Mowing grass.
Oh, okay.
I just need to check on Wells Creek.
Let's check on Wells Creek. We're just shaking down this truck after we put it all back together. How's this grass look?
This back here don't look great, but up front doesn't look like it's grown much. I don't know.
Could use a little.
There she is.
Let's ask her if she wants a trim. This is Wells Creek and Cream and Coffee. This is Old Town. This is where we're gonna have a car show. All down here. Well, it's pretty good. We fixed 2 trucks today.
You fixed one and I fixed one.
Hell yeah.
And this one I really should have fixed when we first put it together.
Because we could have enjoyed it is to being this nice the whole time.
Yeah.
But instead, we got it all together and didn't finish all the little stuff that makes the truck
So nice.
super nice. And now,
Vent windows, weather stripping, a radio would have been super
so
tight.
nice. So nice. Where's the little bezel?
It's right under. I couldn't get it back on. I was in a hurry.
Oh, gotcha.
That's that stuff we'll let the new owner fix.
We have nothing else to do to that truck, do we, Russell? I don't know if I'm letting it go. I might not let it go.
Don't. I'll be okay
Russell's
with
like,
that.
I'm all right with that. Don't sell it. Yeah, we're parting ways.
We changed our mind.
No, we're parting ways with this truck.
Damn it.
Parting ways. We've got other trucks and other things.
We weren't supposed to sell one until we got another one going.
We got another one. We got Snake
That
Oil.
don't count.
Snake Oil don't count?
No.
We got Old Mac.
I don't like Old Mac.
Why don't you like Old Mac?
It's got a 305 in it and it tickety tacks every time you stop at the red light.
Well, when you're gonna I'm gonna put an LS in it while you're
That'll
gone.
be the day. No, yeah, we're gonna let it go, but like, I don't want to, but I will.
It's gonna be gone.
Cause it's nice.
We'll get to see it driving around town.
That's even worse. I'd rather sell it out of town.
Well, now we're gonna get to see it and we'll be like, that used to be.
She used to be mine.
You put a lot of heart, sweat, and tears, and blood.
Sweat, and tears.
Well, you put
Heart
some,
and soul.
whatever. You did a lot to this truck, and now it's leaving.
It is. But this truck has really sparked me wanting to have one of my own.
4-door crew cab, because your
Half
long
ton.
ass legs,
Yeah. I don't want a dually for myself because it's not practical.
and a short bed.
And a short bed. So a
This sucker's
4-door,
long.
short bed, half ton, static dropped about 6 inches lower than this one.
It's gonna be too low.
No, sigh. It's gonna be just right. It's gonna be like Biff's car from Back to the Future. Only Biff can crank it. It's gonna be hard to drive, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What kind of car did Biff have?
he just had a hot car that nobody could crank.
I guess I need to rewatch Back to the Future. I've watched it a couple times, but I don't remember which Back to the Future.
All of them.
Biff had a car that was hard to drive.
Yeah, because so in the first one,
He
they
had
went
a,
to
he
the
had a
past.
Ford Toyota, didn't he?
No, not Biff. That's Marty.
Oh.
Biff is the bully.
Yeah, Biff had.
No, Marty wanted the Toyota.
Oh, okay, yeah, Marty in the end. What did Biff have?
Biff had that old, and he had that old 40s convertible, the black one. He had hit the manure truck in it and it'd been fixed and got back from the body shop. Nobody can crank this car but me.
Nobody can start this car but me.
You remember too much about movies.
You don't remember enough about me.
I don't remember enough
You
about
just said
anything.
you've watched it a couple times.
I don't remember enough about anything. I forget.
I want a low one, but no bags.
Static drop.
Static drop, but like uncomfortably static dropped.
It's all
Not
good.
as uncomfortable as these cambered out ricers.
Oh
that
yeah,
these
that's what we
kids
should do.
got.
We should do a riced out square body.
Oh,
Where
you
it's
want to cambered them out?
Where it's cambered like crazy and it's all imported out.
I mean, we'd have to put an independent rear end under there.
Let's do it.
feels like the first time.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. We're done for the day. We got 2 trucks fixed.
I did what made me happy, and now look what's happened.
See y'all next time. Do what makes y'all happy.